Hello, Henshin heroes. Sorry, we're a minute or two late here, but I continue to discover that YouTube and StreamYard are both very annoying.
Like always.
Apparently, it doesn't like our abbreviation. It doesn't like HPV3 because I had to take HPV3 out to let me even post the title. We'll see what happens if I fight with it later. But anyway, I am Nathan, aka the Subro,
I'm Jake, the Metal Don.
the sentimental Metal Don. I see this week.
Sensational. Learn how to read,
Sensational.
sir.
Wow, that text is tiny.
That's what she said.
I remember which button it was this
And
time.
here we go,
Anyway,
StreamYard. There you are. You're back now.
what the StreamYard Xfinity! Ah! My nemesis at this point. StreamYard, you can and will be replaced.
It needs to be.
Anyway, and what?
So it needs to be replaced.
At this rate, I am very much putting serious thought into it. But anyway, I just realized. Wait, why that is not our brand colors? Why is it not using our brand? Oh my gosh, why is it? I want to. This is not the theme I wanted. Why do you? Why does it upset me? Tell me that, Jake. Why does it upset me? I need to know. Oh, there it
Um,
is. Now I got it. I fixed it. All right. And now I'm less upset. Anyway, we have our proper colors now.
well,
And
good. I prefer red, but we'll go with that.
well, I'm like I said, I'm trying to keep it, with the brand colors. Red, but I agree with you. Red is the superior color. But
Exactly. And the
yeah.
Superior Ranger in Mighty Morphin.
Oh, Red Ranger fan, are you?
Oh, yeah.
You like Red
He's the
Ranger
greatest.
privilege?
He's the greatest Ranger ever.
Well,
Ever.
there's a lot of Red Rangers to pick from.
I'm talking about Jason.
Oh, you're a Jason fan, huh?
Oh, yeah. Since the beginning.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I was too. But anyway. So let's get the first item out of the way because I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about with it. But did you watch our first recap episode?
I did. I put it in 1.7 speed and watched it. I didn't miss anything that I didn't already know.
I give them credit for trying to have an interesting framing story because that red sphere has appeared a couple of times. You might remember it. It was
Yeah.
in an episode of Ultraman Arc, and before that, it was in an episode. It was in a movie actually that I just published a podcast episode about this week on the Monster Island Film Vault, namely Ultraman Gaia: The Battle in Hyperspace. That was its first appearance.
And I listened to it. You and Neil had a great discussion.
Yep. We had a wonderful discussion of that. So I was a little curious, especially since I was accidentally brilliant with my timing. So I'm like, well, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I will admit, Aiko, she was cute. I wasn't, so I was like, well, at least I have something pretty to look at. Okay.
True. Yeah, you do have good timing.
Yeah, yeah. So great timing, but I was actually kind of with the framing story, and I wish it wasn't just a framing story for this recap because she first she just wishes for a bowl of ramen because she's this poor single girl who hasn't had anything to eat in a day, and she gets food. It's like, wait, can I get anything bigger? It's like, yes, you can. And then she's like, I wish to be happy, and he's like, I can't do that. I'm like, oh, this is such a great concept. She tries to use the red sphere to wish to be happy, and then it becomes a flimsy excuse to show clips
Yeah.
because it's like, here, let me show you a guy whose adventures I've recorded and how he goes about being happy. And I'm like, this is there's the kernel of a great story that you had there, and then you turned it into the flimsiest excuse for a clip show I've ever seen. Well, not ever, but one of the flimsier excuses for a clip show that I've seen.
Right. And I was
Because
gonna say, you got Jonathan Court right in here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, just watch the recap. You ain't gonna miss anything. He's still
good
behind.
evening, dynamic duo. Oh, we're the dynamic duo now. Now we got to figure out who's Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh, you're Batman?
Yeah.
I need to give me your best Batman voice right now.
I'm Batman.
Five.
I'll smoke another couple pack of cigarettes and do it better.
I mean, it depends on which Batman you want. Yeah. If you need, if you want to go for Christian Bale, yeah, smoke those packs. But if you want to, maybe do Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton wasn't quite like that. He just was like, I'm Batman.
I'll just buy a voice changer.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, you can be my right.
I'm still
I'll
behind
give
on
you
Teo.
the.
You don't need to watch the recap that bad unless you really want to see the cute Japanese girl talk to the Red Sphere.
True.
Yeah, Blunt Man and Chronic. But those actually sound kind of legit.
Now, which one's which?
Man and Chronic. Yeah, I kind of want to know which one's which too. For some odd, I just like this. It has a nice flow to it. Blunt Man and Chronic.
We'll do that on April 20th.
Not that. I don't know if it's that kind of blunt. Although he might, given that you were talking about smoking a pack, it might be Blunt Man and Chronic. So I guess that makes you Blunt Man.
Heck yeah.
There you go. I don't know. Is the next April 20th on a weekend? Let's see. I've got my handy dandy the calendar here. No, the next April 20th in 2027 is on a Tuesday.
Ooh, well, that'll have to be an early stream.
It'd have to be an early stream. Yeah. Yep. So
we'll watch Cheech and Chong up in smoke.
That would be funny, actually. But no, yeah. So the framing story started off interesting. It made its flimsy transition. The ending was kind of interesting for the framing story because it ended on a level of uncertainty, which I kind of liked. But I'm just like, couldn't you have just taken that framing story and done something more interesting with it? Like, that was actually the start of what I felt like could be a legitimate Ultraman episode with the Red Sphere.
Yeah.
And then it gets wasted on a clip show. I'm like, okay, whatever.
True. But
whatever. But it was about time for them to have the clip show, and I don't know what next week is gonna be like with this next episode. I don't want to say it's becoming a chore to watch Teo, but it's losing me a little bit. Actually, it's lost me quite a bit. This has not been nearly as compelling as I wanted it to be.
It hasn't.
And it out of probably not since like Trigger and Decker have I. And actually, even Trigger and Decker, I don't know if they lost me quite this much. It's weird.
Yeah, we're all going to have, some bad seasons.
Yeah, I think we've kind of hit that, unfortunately. We had a pretty good streak going there, but now we've hit that. He says that they're heroes created by Kevin Smith. They sound like Kevin Smith characters.
I believe it.
Next week will be a clip show about the clip show. It's a clip show within a clip show. Never go full clip show. I'm a dude pretending to be a dude, pretending to be another dude. Oh my
Oh, that
god,
was great.
that movie could never get made now. Anyway, we got a trigger defender in here. Watch Tiga and get back to me. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so I do think we should do a follow up on the Ninja Kids series that's going on. I have to issue a retraction upon further examination. That is AI that they are using.
Yeah. And it was very, very heavy, these 2 episodes they released.
Yeah, and in one they used the AI to animate Finster's mouth. They're using the AI to create newscasts, which is weird because those actors do exist. At least one of them,
Yeah.
the one who plays the president, exists. And it's just I have
It's lazy.
complicated feelings about the use of the AI. On one hand, well, here's the thing, and I need to double check this. But I swear I saw something on Twitter this week from G-Man, G-Man of Mysteroid, that someone DM'd Ninja Kids and asked them about it. And if I read that correctly, again, I'm going to double check and make sure before our next live stream. But it sounds as though what we heard before about them using the AI as placeholders so that until they could get actual VFX artists to come in, because that trailer that was put out last fall was not meant to be seen. It was leaked. No one was supposed
Yeah.
to see that. If I remember correctly, the screenshot of this conversation, the guy said that after they were told to stop, when they got the cease and desist, they lost all support that they would have had to finish it. And then when they were told, all right, you can go ahead and release it, they were still not getting any support. So they made the decision to release the episodes as they were.
Mm.
So it sounds as though it almost sounds like it weirdly sounds like sabotage by Hasbro, because Hasbro was giving them no support, so they couldn't get a VFX artist to help them because they didn't have the time or the resources to do it after they got the C&D.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
just put them out as they were, and that is very unfortunate because I do wonder what would have happened if they had gotten a proper VFX artist to work, because
Right.
that was their plan. But they also said, like, we're also working on like a 20% of the budget that a Power Rangers episode would normally get.
True. You gotta
So
do with what you can.
you do, and I do think it is gross of the reception that I have been seeing. People just want Ranger Nation just wants to bury this thing. Like they even think that it's like some sort of a travesty that it even got released because they used AI. And I think that there's a lot more nuance going on with this for what I have been able to piece together. And as much as the look of it is bugging me, I am doing my best to kind of get over it because I like to remind people they had suits and costumes on set. And not every single one of those characters was run through an AI. And the fact that they're using the AI is because they wanted to do things like articulate mouths and things like that, which didn't really see in the original Power Rangers. Because
No.
they just tried to do it mechanically, and there's barely anything. AI Alpha is a little weird though. I don't know why
Oh yeah.
they couldn't do a suit for Alpha, unless that was again one of those things they just didn't have the resources to do.
Probably.
Yeah, like I said, I am going to look into it a bit further, try to get some more information because unlike the rest of Ranger Nation, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Same here.
I think it is the way that they're being treated is grossly unfair. Like people are. I even saw a guy who said, "I normally I wouldn't talk about it because I don't want to give him any attention, but I guess I will." And I'm like, "You are the worst kind of of content creator. You know that trying to
Yeah.
virtue signal at the same time, whatever." That being said, I have some other critiques of what they're doing. Some of the acting's been a little weird at points.
Yeah,
Not enough
very.
to make me quit watching, but weird. You can tell that these kids are, at least a couple of them, they're not actors. They're
No,
talented
not at
martial
all.
artists, but they're not
Hmm.
actors.
Yeah, they're
Which is
YouTube actors. I mean,
basically they're YouTube actors. Yeah, yeah. And the story confused me for a minute because I thought what happened was Zed won, and then it seemed like that wasn't the case, and then it seemed like it was again. So I was a little, like I said, I was a little confused about that. And there was some weird tonal shifts in the second episode because we were having some fun there at the start and then we got serious again. I thought that was a little abrupt and weird, but I've been following it for the most part here. We finally got to see Tommy in the new one, the newest one, which I think they
yeah,
dropped today.
it did. I didn't even know about it until you sent it.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with it because I think there's supposed to be, I think 10. I could be wrong. I think it's between 6 and 10 of these. I'll double check, but I think it's between 6 and 10. But we got Tommy, who apparently has been running around being a vigilante called the Dragon, and he's after the Zeo Crystal. So once again, the scripts are actually putting a lot of work. They're putting a lot of work into these scripts to make it more than just a toy commercial.
Right.
Because again, it was made by it was commissioned by Playmates to make toys. I mean, to advertise the new toy line, which they have been doing. They keep putting the funny little commercial bits at the end with millennial dad who keeps getting excited that his kids are playing with Power Rangers toys because what millennial dad wouldn't be excited about that.
Yeah, I was watching that, and my wife tapped me on the leg and said, "That's you." I said, "I know."
Telling all the kids, it's like, well, let me tell you about Power Rangers. In this one, he was, except what he did in the newest one, you wouldn't do because he was complaining like, oh, do I have to be the bad guy? No, you would be the bad guy. No, no
Why
problem.
not?
Yeah, I was gonna say that wouldn't be an issue, but he acted like he was disappointed at first and then embraced it, which okay, it was cute. It was cute.
I did. I like the shot of where Alpha and Zordon made the the fake Zeo crystals,
Mm-hmm.
and you just see them all going down to Earth. It looks so terrible.
Yeah, yeah, that was unfortunate. But again, I have to give the script
Mm.
credit. Like they're putting a lot of effort into this.
They are. I don't
And
mind the story so far.
yeah, I've liked the story so far, just like you, because I this was clearly not a minimal effort job. Like
Hmm.
some people might do. It's just like, oh, we're just making something to promote the toy line. Well, no, no, they actually have put together what seems to be a pretty decent story, and they've got some good camera work. These kids are dang good martial artists.
Yeah.
We haven't seen quite as much of it in the more recent stuff, but we've seen what they can do. They're
Oh yeah.
incredibly good.
They are.
So I've been happy with it so far, and like I said, I'm going to be giving them more benefits of the doubt because they're not using the AI as much as they could. They're still doing a lot of practical effects. They wanted to have a VFX artist. I am still laying this at the feet of Hasbro. Like I said, it's almost like they are just continuing to sabotage this thing. And
Yeah.
by extension, I argue they're continuing to sabotage the franchise.
Yeah, because they don't care about anything else except for Transformers and G.I. Joe.
And even those they're kind of ruining.
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't selling as well as they used to. It's their games division that they're trying to care about, and it's really only a couple of things like D&D and Magic. And they're doing weird stuff with those too.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Hasbro thinks they're doing. It's kind of a joke at this point. But on the other hand, because I needed a prop to make a video for Geek Devotions about my top 4 favorite Ranger seasons, I did buy one of those morphers. So I guess I'm part of the problem.
Oh, Morpher's terrible.
I've seen worse. It does make me miss the Bandai morphers. I'm pretty sure the 90s Bandai morphers were better.
Oh yeah, they were.
What I don't like about this one, and this it feels like a major design flaw, but they wanted it to be able so that make it so that you could hold it like you're doing the morph. So it's got a handle on it, but they also want you to be able to actually put it on your belt like a belt buckle. So they put a clip there. And if you have adult hands, you're not that clip is going to block your 2 middle fingers. So you won't be able to get it down there. So it's a little awkward to hold.
Right.
Oh, well.
The Legacy Morpher was the best.
What?
Said the Legacy Morpher was the best.
Yeah, it was. I wish I had one. I will give them credit, though. It plays a lot of different noises and phrases, and it comes with 5 power coins, and you can swap them out, and the voice will change. It'll be the different range. Which that
is pretty cool.
That is, I have to say, that's pretty cool. And it's the way it's set up is actually kind of genius. Each of the coins on the back, there's like these like 3-4 nubs on the back, and it's a different combination for each different voice bank. And once you stick the coin in, it creates a different connection, which I think accesses the different voice banks. Like, okay, that's clever. That's pretty clever for a toy. I gotta admit. Also, I have to fact check you a little bit. I found one of the blasters, and I did play around with it in its demo mode. It will actually make blaster sounds, but it has to include people talking. At least all the times that I pulled that trigger.
Yeah.
Now, is it still annoying that it has to have people yelling at you when you just want pew, 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 pew? Yeah.
The 90s Power Blaster, it was annoying, but it's still better.
Man, we just had better toys in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
We just did. I hate to say it, but we just did.
Even the flip heads were better in the 90s.
What?
I said even the flip heads were better in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, ZEZTZ will be starting up here in about 5 minutes. The penultimate episode. Are we ready for the penultimate episode with no signs of mice, however you're supposed to say it, simulcasting? Could we possibly just be down to talking about Teo in 2 weeks?
I hope not. We need to talk about something good.
Oh, boy, sir. Well, I don't know. Maybe Teo will surprise us. Anyway, we got some comments here from Courtright. I wouldn't be surprised about Hasbro. They are heartless smegheads. Did you steal that from somewhere or make it up? Because that's quite the insult. Smegheads. That sounds like the name of a 90s toy. This is I'm Smeghead. What are you gonna do about it?
Sounds like something out of Ninja Turtles.
It does sound like a Ninja Turtles character. Haven't looked into the Ninja Kid stuff yet. I do recommend it. I think, despite what Ranger Nation is saying, I think they've been unfairly maligned. I think people should at least go watch it once, give it and then give a fair assessment afterward. And yeah, because I just think that clearly the people who made this love Power Rangers, wanted to make something good, but they keep getting the shaft from Hasbro. I will keep blaming Hasbro for this. The Neo Saban era, I will say it again, the Neo Saban era might have had the worst TV shows, but the Hasbro era is officially the worst era of Power Rangers because of the brand destruction that they have done with it.
Yep. It's true.
It's gross because as bad as the Neo Saban era was, Saban was still putting the brand out there, making decent toy lines, keeping it in the zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
They got lazy with the adaptations, yes, but he was still treating it with far more respect than Hasbro is.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's watch some ZETZ, shall we?
Let's do it.
Angus steak makes Arby's cheesesteak 100%.
Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed by these ads. One day I will cave and just get YouTube Premium or something. Be one of the few.
You need to.
Yeah, be one of the few streaming services I pay for. Oh, might be the only one. All right, what are you expecting this week?
No clue. They're probably going to resurrect Nim somehow.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen. By the way, yeah, you might have noticed that Chris is not here. He had to work extra because they're short-staffed where he works. I'm assuming he'll be back next week, and he swears. He swears. He has no excuses now, but he swears he's editing our Fives episodes. I'm at a point now where until I see them so I can do a Netflix style drop for all, like, how many did we record? 5? I think it was 5. So we can just drop all 5 episodes in one day. I don't believe him.
Yep.
I want to watch Time Ranger.
Kind of want to watch Fives again.
I want to watch Time Ranger. Want to get started. So does Winja. Anyway.
Just watch it. Go ahead and take your notes and then rewatch it.
I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I'm just I'm getting a little impatient. Although I gotta admit, I've been playing around with ideas for how to, like, once you guys hear the season 1 finale, you'll get it. But I was quite the showman when we recorded that, and I'm already playing around with ideas for how to mess with you guys and be like, so here's some hints about what I'm picking. When we get to
yeah, I want to hear it too because I don't even remember.
What? You don't remember what you picked?
No, I remember what I picked, but I don't remember what we talked about or anything.
I still need to listen to that recording. But yeah.
Here we go.
Oh boy, sir. Yes, we know. We saw this last week, although this show is fast-paced and complicated enough to actually necessitate little reminders like that.
Very.
I'm actually a little concerned that we may not get a Blu-ray release of this from Shout because from what I'm hearing, Shout's not interested in doing tokusatsu anymore, which is why the fact that they went ahead with this is is surprising.
Yeah,
No, it's been successful.
very successful. Even more if they release it on Blu-ray.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm a little tired of not all of these companies, but some of these companies thinking that maybe 17 people still buy movies and Blu-rays and
Yeah.
stuff. And there's a lot of us who just leaving money on the table because you want to be a-holes, but I don't know, maybe there's some Toei tax involved too. I don't even want to think about what this would cost. Like if they, I don't know, by the fall put it out on Blu-ray. Well, let's advertise the movie that we can't see. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
現実が戻ってる。はい。ただ、ネムちゃんの広告がすべて消えてしまってて。
I thought that was the goal.
後でそちらに。
バクと小高は
まだ夢の世界から戻ってないようです。
悪夢終わったんじゃないか。
So who's still dreaming? Him. Okay.
I'm sure she looked at Knox on Baku's bed and was like, dang, I wish you were in mine.
Wow. Those are some strange looking cell phones.
ネムを取り戻す。
彼女は消えた。もう手遅れだ。
消えてない。
これが何よりの証拠だ。
An empty toy?
されたもん全部が戻った。一人の
Ah! Frickin' ad.
こんな結末。俺は認めない。
Oh, okay, fine. Go make a director's cut. Oh, great. Oh my gosh, she turned herself into a baby and is stuck in the most boring version of heaven ever. I'm so dumb. I forgot how to how to control my bowels.
I literally thought he was going to run across the water.
Oh, Baku Christ.
Yeah. Baku Christ versus Jaden Christ.
Well, we all know that Jaden is winning that.
Of course.
どけ。ネムがその扉の先に。あの子はもう消えたんだよ。
Ah! We got angry mom here. Wow, you're so desperate to have Nem, you'll just make an illusion of her. I am with Baku. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, for real.
ただの幻影だと認めるのか。ネムは現実で確かに生きてきた。この姿はあんただって
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nem is not supposed to be real, but somehow became real, and she was surprised by this? What is going on? How many plot twists am I supposed to deal with right now?
10 at one time.
現実で生きたいというネムの夢を叶える。それが俺のミッションなんだ。世界を歪めることになっても。約束
The chat's kind of losing their mind over that.
He's in the hyperbolic time chamber.
He hasn't messed with the gravity settings yet, though.
He's not Vegeta.
Yeah, Rose's favorite.
に関してはブーム承諾済みです。
そうか。おかえり。小高。干渉に浸りたいところだが、状況はどうなってる？ネームが消えて悪夢は終わった。すべての人が戻ってるか早急に確認するぞ。
はい。
そうか。
何してるんですか？
夢に潜入するんだ。
By writing a note?
ネームは自分の意志で消えた。ゼッツすらその結末は変えられない。
だったら大時間がゼッツを超えてやる。
Oh!
馬鹿げてる。これからの命を見ろ。それを守るのが警察。
バカだろうとなんだろうと全て救う。これが俺たち3人が叶える夢だ。
目を覚ませ。
Was that a joke? Wake up already?
でも私はもう仲間を失いたくありません。一つの大切な人命も守れずに警察官を名乗りたくない。
勝手にしろ。
Okay. Wow. They fell asleep on command there.
I wish I could do that.
I thought you could.
No. Haven't learned that talent yet.
Oh. It's on your list.
Yeah.
Take this filthy shower to this sparkling clean. Go try the Mr. Clean shower and tub scrubber and see for yourself.
Indiana weather is tough on roofs. Since 2001, Smith Roofing.
ブラックケースに触れてきたと思ってんだ。行くぞ。
Well, this is going well. Now he's gonna spin it like a top, and we're all gonna wonder what's real. Oh geez. Her goth mascara is streaking. That's not good.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
幻影の虜になっているあなたを眺めるのが快感だったけど、もう絶好ね。安心して。差し色に作り直して楽しむわ。
Oi. Oh crap. What is going on?
母は私だけよ。
Oh, crap. This is getting a little intense.
Use their own power against her.
Wow. Did she just blind herself?
夢を見ることすらも捨てる気。
私は眠らない。夢を見ない。
She looks kind of horrifying right now.
本望よ。
I love her even more now.
Wow. I think is she dead? Chat's
She's just
losing
in the
its mind.
void.
What?
So she's in the void.
いつも一人で背負うんだ。バカ兄貴。一人にはしない。あなただってそうだよ。ねむちゃん。俺は忘れない。世界一の安全なもので。私たちは一緒に戦って。
They're gonna get her back to the power of friendship.
Oh no, the power of friendship. Friendship is magic, guys. Well, that was a little easier than I would have expected. I was gonna say, hey Baku, can you go punch something now? We're done. We're done being sentimental.
何言ってんの俺はネムも守るし、世界も守る。できるかな。
This ain't no boring burger.
This is the worst time to have an ad, YouTube.
Yeah.
Picture this. You're working at a company where everyone can download and run any software or app they want.
みんな先に。
Red flowers, not a good sign.
どうしたの？
あなたが生きている限り、世界はきっと美しい。
でも
ずっと守ってるわ。
One of the rare moments this show decides to slow down. Well, there goes your waifu.
Yeah, that sucks.
Uh-oh.
Sam Raimi film.
I was gonna say, what are the Deadites doing?
あんたの夢も
Hopefully it's not a tree branch.
For a second, I thought we were gonna get zombies. Actually, we kind of are. So this mother trucker is gonna be our final boss.
Yep.
ろくでもねえ選択しちまったなバクちゃん
Guess I'll keep being cringe.
あいつら本当に考えてるかそれが現実だというのなら夢は自由で希望に満ち溢れた
All right, Gachapon, give me one more power up.
俺たちの生きる力だ
おかえり。
ありがとうみんなのおかげでレムちゃんを救えた
次はいつ帰ってくる？
次はない
Oh?
みんなに今までありがとう
I know you're my fake sister, but you're still my sister.
行ってこい、バカ兄貴。
ああ
There's been a lot of crying in this episode.
Yep.
やっぱり世界は消えるよ。
させないって言ったろ Make our dreams come true ミッションを遂行する
いいよ。
I'm on it 変身
And cliffhanger.
Our community deserves
Oh my gosh. Not a good time for a commercial.
opportunities, and we're building.
深層心で不安が膨らみ、僕は全部夢は悪夢を超える。
Wow.
私の夢は叶ったから。私に刻まれた記憶は、辛いことでも、苦しいことでも、もう絶対に忘れない。
I mean, when the theme song kicks in, it's not going to end well for you.
最高に熱く楽しんでんな。
Oh, we're gonna get Baku saying Avengers Assemble.
ナイトメアを止める任務。
We're going to have 3 writers take this weirdo on.
You can call them the Dream Team.
Oh, that's a good place to stop.
Kamen Rider ZEZTZ 悪夢から目覚める時だ。夢なんて叶わない方が圧倒的なんだよ。俺たちに刻まれた思いをお前なんかに消されてたまるか。さあ、夢を叶えよう。
Art of Impact. Okay. There you go.
It's good.
That was pretty solid.
I cannot wait until the next episode.
Oh man, I just want them to finally make a decision about whether or not we're getting more after this or not.
I think we will.
I'd like to think so, but I suppose we will find out. Maybe next week they'll finally let us know.
Well, I don't know, because if you watch the end of it, it had a little mouse.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah. The Courtright's hopium is strong. Yeah. I don't know. It would be nice.
I hope they do. I want to watch it. It looks very interesting. I love the suits.
We'll keep watching because at this point, I'm just, I don't want to keep being disappointed with Teo. What a buzzkill.
Yeah.
What a buzzkill. Anyway. Any final thoughts on the episode as we sign off?
No, I don't think so.
All righty. Oh, wait. Got some more Courtright action here. I'd rather do it legally than not 7Cs. I would agree with you, because if we want to keep getting stuff released over here, particularly on physical media, we got to support the legitimate releases.
Yep.
That's the only way to do it. Got to vote with those wallets.
That is true.
Yep.
Even if it's like $100, might as well.
I tallied up how much at least on Media OCD, just to get the rest of the Metal Hero stuff that they've released and the rest of the writer stuff that they've released. Discotheque, it's like $300+. So for me,
is it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jake. What did we learn this week? Dreams surpass nightmares.
And may the power protect you.
Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan Marchand,
Christopher Reiner,
and Jake Hamber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.power.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is @HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marco Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Marco Out Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Watch!